After hyperinflation in 1923, Germany's economy was in a state of ruin. Food prices skyrocketed and the value of money was worthless. However, one man came in and solved it all. Gustav Stresemann was Germany's Chancellor in 1923 and Foreign Secretary afterwards. Stresemann ended hyperinflation in late November 1923 after introducing the Rentenmark, a new currency to replace the Reichsmark, which had become worthless. Stresemann also signed the Dawes Plan, which meant that America lent money to Germany to aid the rebuilding of their industries so that they could pay their reparations from the Treaty of Versailles. Even after he solved hyperinflation, Stresemann continued to grow the German economy by negotiating with the Allies and lowering the overall reparation payments by 67%. This increased the amount of money that people had and could spend, and the standard of living rose dramatically. This period of Germany was one of prosperity and culture. Modern art, cinema, and the new architecture such as the Bauhaus movement took high public interest during this time. Many urban people loved this new era of freedom and dubbed it in the name of their saviour as the Stresemann years. On the surface, Germany was doing well. Underneath, however, problems rose. Germany was solely dependent on the loans from the USA and was unable to make enough money by itself if those funds were to deteriorate. Stresemann said himself in a speech just before his death in October 1929 that the economic position is only flourishing on the surface. Germany is in fact dancing on a volcano. If the short-term credits are called in, a large section of our economy would collapse. And he was right. In late October 1929, shortly after Stresemann's death, the American stock market plummeted, causing mass inflation and economic struggles. Due to the Dawes Plan, Germany could no longer rely on the US for loans. America asked Germany for their loans back, however Germany could not afford it, so both countries' economies crashed into a period known as the Great Depression. Just like hyperinflation, virtually all money and savings deteriorated overnight. Unemployment peaked at over 6 million as employers couldn't afford to pay their workers. Millions lost their homes as a result of no steady income and were forced onto the streets scavenging through rubbish and bins for food. The government learnt from hyperinflation and didn't print more money. However, they were running out of funds themselves, so raised taxes and cut rates of pay. This added to people's suffering further. Hitler, having been released from prison in 1924, built up the Nazi Party and saw the opportunity in front of him to use it against the government. If a strong leader could bring all this trouble and panic to rest, they would surely be awarded as a hero by the entire country. Hitler had ideas. He just had to display them to the public.